Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about New Coat of Paint, Bob Seger. It's actually a pretty repetitious tune, but there's nothing wrong with being able to, it would be a good idea to just practice playing along with it because that's always a good thing. And it'll get you doing something a little different, which is also always a good thing. So there are only 4 chords to this song, and we'll go over them and talk about them to some degree and the best way to play them. So the first chord is going to be a bar chord on the first fret. F minor is the chord, and if I was tabbing it out, it would be 1 3 3 1 1 1, F minor. And then the second chord, I would be sliding the bar, release the pressure, slide the bar up to the 6th fret, and be playing B flat 7. And that would be, if we were tabbing it, it would be 6 8 6 7 6 6. 6 8 6 7 6 6. So we're going from the F minor, release the pressure, come up to the B flat 7. Now when you practice that, you want to practice it, just jumping up there as quick as you can. You don't want to, gradually slide up. F minor, release the pressure, bam, right up to that B flat 7. Now the next chord, which is D flat 7, we could just take this B flat 7 and go 1 2 3 and slide it up to a D flat 7. And you may want to practice it that way to give yourself some variation. And then from there, it would just be a matter of sliding that D flat 7 down 1 to the 8th fret and playing C7. So that would be a very easy way to play the chords, starting here on the F minor. Slide up to the B flat 7, and in the process we're lifting up the pinky and putting down the middle finger. And then once again release the pressure, slide up to the 9th fret, same chord, D flat 7, release the pressure, slide down 1, C7. So if we were to play that with 2 strums each, we'd have like a 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and then back again. Okay, that's one way to play it. We could also play it a slightly different way, which is probably the way I would more tend to play it, though like I said, it would be a good idea to practice it the way we just discussed it. Would be playing the F minor. Once again, come up to the B flat 7. And now we're going to go ahead and play the D7 down in 2nd position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the ring finger on the guitar, release the pressure, bring the ring finger down to the 4th fret, and then just play on the inner 4 strings, not playing the low E or the high E. I'm kicking out the low E with my thumb, and I'm kicking out the high E with a small portion of my 1st finger. And if I was tabbing that out, it would be X, because there's nothing down here, and then it would be 4 3 4 2, D flat 7, and then sliding that just as it sits down 1 fret to C7. So playing it that way, we would have the F minor up to the B flat 7, slide down, once again keep that ring finger in position on that A string, down to the D flat 7, and then one more down to the C7. So if I was to put that together, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and then once again we'll just start over again. So when you start over, keep that ring finger down on that A string and then just fall back into that bar chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The other way. Now I'm going to go high up to that D flat 7 up here. Okay, so you can practice that both ways in order to be able to play along with the song. So the two rhythm patterns that you want to practice is the first one is the way I did it, two strums on each. Now the second pattern, you'd play 2 on the F minor, 2 on the B flat 7, and then 1 each on the D flat 7 and the C7, and then back to the F minor. So I'll play that pattern a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1. So that would be what you'd want to start with in order to play along with this song. Keep in mind the smooth movement of the left hand from chord to chord. Minimize, the amount of change. You really need very little change as you're going from chord to chord. Just keep the fingers, located closely to the fretboard as you go from chord to chord. Release the pressure between each chord to slide to the position. Okay, so that'll get you started on playing the chords to that song, and then we'll actually go ahead and talk about playing either along with the YouTube video, or I could make another video at a slightly slower pace for you to play along with, or you can play along with the YouTube video slowed down to 3/4 or half just to practice it. But before you do that, just go ahead and get those chord changes firmly in mind, playing it both ways that we discussed it. And we'll talk about the exact pattern that we're going to use in the song next time.